Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley, and in today's class, we're going to be learning some basic vocabulary about friends and friendship. We will learn this vocabulary by doing some exercises together, fill in the blank and multiple choice, mix and match, as well as some discussion about friends and friendship. So go ahead and join me. Plenty of room in the class, and we'll see if we can learn a little something today. Hello, Abimelech.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, nice to have you in the class again.
Oh yeah, thank you.
As always. Okay, let me also welcome Maria. Is
Maria.
it?
Yes.
Maria. Okay, all right. Hi, Maria. I get. Oh, well, okay.
Hi, Casey. How are you?
I'm okay. Where are you from, Maria?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay. Okay. Your picture confused me. I just saw the big guy with the hat, the big strong-looking guy.
Yeah,
I was confused for a second.
I need to share this picture.
Okay. The name just doesn't match, you know.
Yeah.
Maria's a pretty, very feminine name, and then there's this big guy who looks very strong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome aboard. In any case. Okay. I'd also like to welcome Minor. Hey, Minor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Doing okay. All right. We're gonna let's get started. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna do a screen share here, and we're gonna start off real basic stuff, and learn a little vocabulary about BFF. Well, oh, by the way, I just have to say before we even begin, this whole BFF thing drives me crazy. I find it annoying. Do you guys know what that acronym? It's an acronym, by the way, all capital letters. And an acronym is a set of words which we just use the capital letters as a form of as a short form. So, do you know what BFF is? Do you know that, Abimelech? Do you know BFF?
No, I don't.
No.
You don't know? Oh my gosh!
No.
It's totally. No, you don't know. Okay, it's totally overblown in American culture, at least in my opinion. It's very annoying. It stands for Best Friends Forever. Best Friends Forever.
Forever.
Yeah. It's I don't know, overused in texting, in the media,
Yeah.
in advertising. You see it everywhere nowadays. Kind of a fad, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Okay. Let me quickly welcome Juan Carlos to the class. Hello.
Hi, Oakley.
Hi. How are you? Oh, good. Thank you. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to start out with doing some basic exercises together. Looking at some basic vocabulary to talk about friends and friendship. Abimelech, can you start off by doing exercise 1? Just read the sentence and fill in the blank with one of the words up top here. What do you think works best?
Okay. I hear you work with Peter. Did you know he was a friend of mine?
Very good. Very simple. Did you know he was a friend of mine? All right. Okay. Simple enough. Very common phrasing. He's a friend of mine. Oh, yeah, he's a friend of mine. This is very common phrasing in English. Okay. Maria, can you try number 2, please?
I suppose Sandra is my best friend. When ring each other most evening, evenings.
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 Mm-hmm. Okay, best friend. All right, we just talked about that. Maria, do you have a best friend?
Yes, of course.
Okay, most of us do, I guess. Do you frequently ring her? You know what that means?
No, I don't know what it means.
Okay. British use this more often than Americans, but it means an American would just say we call each other
Oh,
most evenings. Call on the phone. So you ring someone up, you
okay.
call them up. Same idea.
I thought that, but I was not sure. But yes, I read my best friend frequently.
Okay.
So I no.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Minor, can you try number 3, please?
I'm going up to see some old friends.
Okay. Yes. In Scotland next week.
I'm sorry, next week. I haven't seen them for over 30 years.
Very good. Old friends. Indeed, old friends are good friends. Minor, do you have any old friends who live a far distance away?
Maybe I have a couple of friends, but I met him since 5 years old. I don't know
Oh.
is called old friends or not.
Well, if you met him when you were 5 years old, well then yes, that's definitely an old friend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great to have old friends in faraway places that you can visit and stay with. Yeah. Okay. In any case, Juan Carlos, how about number 4?
Okay. I you couldn't say he was a close friend.
Very good. Close friend. Mm-hmm.
We used to work together and we go for a drink now and again.
All right. Okay. So in English, we have colleagues, we have acquaintances, we have friends, we have close friends, and we have best friends. Close friend, of course, is somewhere between just a friend and a best friend. Okay. Very good. What is Juan Carlos? Okay, a close friend, somebody who's close to you, is when we say close, we mean emotionally close. Someone you trust and someone who you have an emotional bond with, right? Juan Carlos, what is an acquaintance?
An acquaintance is maybe somebody you met sometime with them, but it's not a close friend.
Not
Just
close.
just not
That's
close.
right. That's it, exactly. You could describe as an acquaintance as someone who's not close. An acquaintance is somebody, you know their name, you know who they are, you know them from either socially, from church, or it's a cousin of your wife, or a coworker that you know their name and you say hello to them, but you don't really know them very closely. Okay. Right, so that's kind of the weakest kind of a friend, an acquaintance. Okay, Daniela has joined us. Hello, Daniela. Daniela, are you there? Sorry, can't hear your microphone. You might have to check your settings, or I think you know your settings. Might have to pop out and pop back in again, Daniela. I'll come back to you later. If you get your microphone working, just give me a shout out, say hello, teacher, and I'll know that I can interact with you. Okay, in the meantime, I'll go back to Abimelech. Abimelech, number 5.
Okay. I met Martin at university. It was the start of a messy text. Lifelong, maybe?
Very good. Lifelong friendship. Okay, a long, long friendship. Of course, a lifelong friendship, nobody makes friends from the day they were born, I suppose, except with their father, hopefully. So, right, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but of course, somebody we've been friends with a very long, long time, an old friend you're still friends with, still close, would be a lifelong friendship. Okay, Maria, and of course, number 6.
I couldn't really call Sam a friend. He's just an acquaintance. I know.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry. Go ahead.
Acquaintance, I can pronounce it. I know him through
Kirsty.
Yeah. And Paul.
Okay, and pronunciation, acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
That's it. You got it. Okay, super. Good job. Okay, and here's something worth noting. In informal British English, young men often call their friends mates. Yes, common, and definitely Australians as well. Good day, mate. Hello, mate. How have you been, mate? Okay, and somebody can be your best mate, like your best friends. In the United States, male friends, we call each other buddies, usually. Hey, buddy. He's my buddy. He's a war. Often army buddies. Okay, you served in the military together. Army buddies is a very common collocation. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Other words for friend or people that you associate with a lot. We're going to do a little mix and match now. Okay, matching the word on the left with the idea on the right, kind of the definition. Let me quickly say hello to Ali. Hello, Ali. Ali.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you again.
Yeah,
I'll get to you. I'll get to you in just one moment. Let me start off with minor here. A workmate. Okay. Which definition closely matches workmate?
Workmate.
Sorry.
Which definition on the right best matches workmate? Minor? Are you there?
We work for the same firm.
There we go. Okay. We work for the same firm. Okay, workmate, obviously mate, we just looked at the idea that mate is much more often used by the British. And as an American, I would say a co-worker. Okay. Now, when I say a co-worker, okay, I'm just talking about somebody who works in the same company. For example, I worked in an academy as a teacher. All right. My coworkers included my fellow teachers, but they also included the office personnel, administration. It also included the cooks who worked in the cafeteria. It also included the maintenance man who cleaned and fixed things. all of those people were my workmates or my co-workers, because we all work in the same company, even though we may have all very different jobs. Conversely, we have another word, which is colleague. All right, my colleagues at the academy were my fellow teachers, because they're doing the same job that I do. Now, for Americans, we use colleagues even if we are not co-workers. So now I'm a teacher. I work online. Here I am working online with you guys. However, I consider my colleagues to be the teachers who still work in the academy where I was working. Other teachers I know that work online. Even other teachers that may work at different schools or even different areas, even different countries. All right, those are colleagues because we work in the same line of business, the same field. So actually the phrase colleagues in the same field is common. So a colleague does not necessarily have to be a coworker. You could go to some kind of you can belong to an organization of people in the same field, all right, and I belong to an organization with several of my colleagues, for example. So a little difference there. Workmate and coworker really mean the same thing, but a colleague's a little bit different. It can refer to a coworker, or perhaps not. Okay. Next one here, Juan Carlo, a partner.
Yes. Partner. I'm not sure, but it has to be E. We live together, but aren't married.
Yes. Now there's another meaning, right?
Because I had in mind another meaning.
So do I.
About business.
About business. So do I, Juan Carlo. You're absolutely correct. Yes, we often use the word partner to talk about business partners, but then we often use the collocation business partner to in order to make it very, very obvious. If we just use partner by itself, now this may not be common in we're from all over the world, and I know in some parts of the world this doesn't happen. People don't live together unless they're married, but it's pretty common in America and Europe. Okay, so talk about your partner. And your partner can be used, just frankly, can be used for male-female relationship, or it can be used in American culture for same-sex relationships. Actually, two men or two women who live together refer to each other as their partner. Just so you know, regardless how you may feel about that, it is use of that word. Okay, Ali.
Teacher, excuse me.
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
For instance, if I have a boyfriend but I don't live with him, is my partner or what is?
Okay, well, that's a good question. Probably not. That's a very good question. Normally it means that you actually live together. All right, when we express this word. A couple, okay, now you're okay. A couple is used for a pair that is romantically involved. Usually this is the word we might use if they're romantically involved but they don't live together.
Okay.
Usually partner actually has to do, it's here in my friend's lesson, but it really has to do with the romantic involvement in one of its meanings, not as business partners, of course. But Okay, there's a lot more words to talk about. Romantic couples, they're seeing each other, they're a couple, they're dating, they're an item. Any of those words express a couple that is seeing each other, but partners usually used to, to talk about someone you're living together. If you're living with somebody but you're just friends, then there's another word coming up that we would use. Okay, Ali, next
Yeah.
one here.
Classmate.
Classmate.
I think that the definition of classmate is like letter A. We study together.
Yes, indeed. That's basically it. We study together. You go to classes together. You go to school together. Now, of course, that could be formal school, a university. That could be just that could be a course you're taking. Maybe you're taking a 3-month course in English. Okay, you guys are all each other's classmates, for example, today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have another question. You
Sure.
type it in chat. A quotation, or it's like a close friend, but not close friend. You know, but not you slightly know, but not close friend. A quotation.
An acquaintance.
Yeah. The pronunciation, I don't know.
Aha. Okay. Let me help you out. Acquaintance, and actually, a little while before you got in the class,
Yeah.
this word here, right?
Yeah. Quotation.
Yes. Acquaintance. Middle syllable stress. Acquaintance.
Yeah.
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
All right, that's a lot closer. Okay. Yep. Good question. Is it Andrew? Your name's in Cyrillic. I didn't see you sneak in, but hello, welcome to the class. Hello. Is it Andre? Andrew? I can't really read Cyrillic Russian writing very well.
Maybe.
Okay.
Guy.
So,
Alright, teacher. My name, your name.
what is your name?
Yeah, Demirjan.
What? Can you slow down a little? One more time?
Demirjan.
Dimizan.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dimizan. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Dimizan. Welcome to the class.
Well, thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Okay. Terrific. Well, nice to have you aboard. And let's get you started here with number 4. A pen friend. Which definition best fits a pen friend?
I think it will be she will write every month.
Yeah, and frankly, this must be very British because I've never heard of a pen friend. We call that a pen pal, but in reality, of course, today's modern technology, very few people have a pen pal. This was when people actually wrote letters back in the day when dinosaurs roamed the earth. In any case, now a word that may be more useful now might be a chatmate. All right, you could have a chatmate that you chat with online occasionally. You have conversations with online, sending each other text messages. I think this is probably a more useful word nowadays. All right, thank you, Demirjan. Abimelech, last but not least, number 5.
Okay, flatmate. we share a flat.
Yeah, sure. And of course, again, flat is the is the British word for apartment. Americans say apartment, British say flat.
Roomy.
Roomy? Yeah, very good. Yeah, an American would most certainly say a roommate.
Roommate.
Or for short, as Maria just said, a roomie. He's my roomie. Or he's my roommate. Roommate, don't get confused, it doesn't mean you necessarily share one room, although you might in university, for example. You may share, two people may, or three, may share one dorm room. Dormitory is where you stay in university. That could be, but you could share a 17-room apartment suite and still be roommates. Okay, so it has nothing to do with number of rooms, for example. Okay, let's talk a little bit about making friends. Okay, now we're going to do a little fill in the blank with the words and phrases here. I'll scroll up and down as I need to talk about, to fill in the blank. Now some of this exercise is done simple fill in the blank, and some of it is like a dialogue. One person says this and the next person says this. So, okay, let's try this out. Maria, starting with number 1, how do you know Susan?
How do you know Susan? Rachel and Peter blank me to her. And only this, EFGH? Yeah. Rachel and Peter. Introduce
Very
me
good.
to her.
Yeah, this sentence absolutely needs a verb. There's no verb. And introduce is a verb. Right. You make introductions. Introduction is the noun. To introduce is the verb. Introductory is the adjective. Right. So if you introduce two people, you help them meet. All right. And where'd mine go? Juan Carlos, how about number 2? How do you know Paul?
How do you know Paul? I met him through Steve and Paul.
Very good. I met him through somebody. So when you want to explain how you met somebody, I met him through. And furthermore, this is a very common phrase. Fine, I met him through Peter. Great. Or you can say, I met him through my church, or I met him through business. So I can talk about a specific place. I can talk about a situation. So it doesn't have to be a person when we use this phrase.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Demijan, number 3.
Yes. I really enjoyed my time at university. I got to know so many new friends.
Oh, very good. Is that there? Yeah, I got to know so many friends. Or it could be, I got to know so many friends. That's not wrong. Okay. Some of these answers, there's maybe more than one possibility. Right. So also your answer's not wrong. I got to know so many friends would be normal. Okay. But also yep, you got it. All right. I made so many new friends. You make friends. That's the verb we use. You make friends. You make contacts with people. So make is the verb that we use.
When
Okay.
contact, like,
Sorry?
when contact, we use make and med. Yes, for
That's correct. Absolutely.
adjective.
That's right. I made contact with some old friends, or I made some great contacts at the sales seminar, something like that.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, Aaron has joined us. Hello.
Hi, Oakley.
Aaron.
Nice
Hey.
to be with you again.
As always. Okay, nice to see you again as well. Okay, Aaron. We're doing a little fill-in-the-blank exercise. I'm going to have to scroll up for you, but can you read number 4?
Okay, people say that Philip is a bit reserved, but can I see the options, please?
No, you have to guess. Yeah,
Okay.
of course you can. I'm kidding. Yeah, even I don't remember.
I don't know. I met him through.
Wait a minute. But I something
No,
quite
it is
well.
not. No. Well, when he had
I something him quite well.
Okay. I got to know him quite well.
Okay, very good. That's it. All right, so got to know him works much better in this sentence. I got to know him quite well when we had to work on that report together. All right, so we use this expression to talk about becoming friends with someone. All right, you get to know someone. And it doesn't have to be positive, by the way. Yeah, I got to know him. He's such a jerk. It's possible. All right, doesn't always have to be all sunshine and flowers. Abimelech, how about number 5?
Okay. We had a great time on holiday in Spain. We, a nice couple who were staying in the apartment next to ours. We met, maybe. Can I see the text?
Sure.
Made friends with.
Very good. Yeah, and there's the verb make again. You make friends. Yes. We made friends with a nice couple who were staying in the apartment next to ours. Great. Perfect. Abimelech, have you ever made friends with people when you were traveling or when you were in another place?
Yes.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Well, then you have something to look forward to. It's fun to make friends with people, other travelers. It's great because you know you have something in common. All right. Well, great. There's another phrase. Something in common. All right. You have a common interest. You know you do already because you're both traveling. So you you know that you both like to travel. So you immediately have something in common. You're both in a foreign place. You're both in a place where you don't know. Okay, Juan Carlos. Whoa. Juan Carlos, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, number 6, please.
I didn't know you were.
Something. The people next door to us.
I didn't know you were. I need to see the options, please.
Yeah. Can you see them now?
Where are the options? I didn't know you were.
They're here. Can you see them now?
No.
Okay. Not sure why not. Okay, let me start over then. Hang on. Give me a minute. Okay, let me reshare. Okay. Now do you see? Where were we? I didn't know you were something the people next door to us.
I didn't know you were friends, the people next door to us.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That's logical, but we could use the adverb here, friendly with.
Ah, okay. I didn't know you were friendly with the people next door to us.
Yeah, okay. This phrase is common with I didn't know. Okay. When we were explaining that we didn't realize people were friends. Oh, I didn't know you were friendly with those people. Right. Okay. Ali is not here. Demijan, back to you.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, number 7, please.
Number 7. Okay. It is when you are having a difficult time that you know who your true friends really are.
Perfect. True friends really are. All right. True friends are obviously friends who are there when you have problems and difficulties, who stand by you. Okay. All right. Stand by you, meaning they support you. All right. Very good. Perfect. Okay. Aaron, last one here.
Okay. It's the 6, right?
Sorry.
The 6. The 6.
Number 8.
Okay, but I cannot see it. I don't know why.
Me neither.
Weird.
Okay. What is the screen?
Strange. All right. Don't know what's going on. All right. Let me reshare again. Not sure what's going on with the screen share. Not working properly. Okay. How about now?
No, still not working.
Really?
Still not working.
Very strange. It's working for me. Is it working for everyone else, or not?
No, we are seeing number 4.
No working.
Okay, I just did it again. It should be just number 8 here. Okay. Is this
Doc file maybe.
Is this working for anyone?
No. It's
No,
not
no.
working for me neither.
Not
Not
working.
working.
Abimelech, not for you either?
Yeah, no, not working.
Not working? Okay. Oh, totally
Maybe
odd.
Doc file read somebody.
Sorry?
Somebody is on the doc file read.
I'm not understanding. Okay, well, that's problematic. Okay. All right, well. Okay. The last one was very simple. Anyway, pleased to meet you is the answer if you have downloaded the sheet. Okay, so nobody can actually see this now. All right. Let's
please.
see. Very strange. Okay. Try it one more time, I guess. All right. Can you see me now?
Neither.
I can see your picture. That's
Yeah.
only.
My
That's all
picture?
I can see. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see the video.
No, the video no. Just the picture on the chat box.
Ah, weird. Okay. Very strange. I'm not showing any problems, but all right. Maybe I'm gonna have to leave and come back. All right.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yep. Because my stuff isn't working here. All right. Hang on. Let me. I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye. Au revoir. Goodbye, my friends. Mon ami. All right. Be back in a minute. Okay.
Teacher.
Hello. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I can
Yes.
see your video.
All right. There we go. Okay. Terrific. All right. Let's go on to the next little exercise here. Talking about why on earth, why people are friends. Little mix and match. Okay. So here's the deal. We have the beginnings of the sentence and then the ends of the sentence. All right, I don't think I can fit everything in the screen, but let's try this out. Okay, I don't really remember where we are, so I'll just start with Aaron. Right, that is where we are. Okay.
So I just read it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't like Jenny at first, but now we get on.
We get on. What?
It is similar to.
Not similar to. You're just see. There's no period at the end of the phrase, so.
Okay.
Here's
What
the period.
what continues?
Right. What continues? That's it.
Yeah, we got on very well.
Oh, yeah, and I picked it out, didn't I? Get on very well. All right, if you get on very well, then
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Now, I want to point something out. British often say we get on, or we get on well. Americans normally say get along. And this can be positive or negative. I can say I really don't get along with my mother-in-law. Okay, that means we're not friendly with each other. So either way, equally, it can be positive or we get along well. We don't get along at all. British say get on. Americans usually say get along.
Okay, and in which cases would you use, or what would Americans use get on?
Get on. Well, this is one of those, well, it's a phrasal verb, and this is one, there are some that British use exclusively, Americans use something else exclusively. But this is one that gets, Americans might use this. All right, just more rare. You would more often hear get along. But I've heard Americans use this in exactly the same way that we use get along. We also, just since you asked, if I say if I'm just one person, he is getting on. That's it. He is getting on. That means he's getting old. I'm just stating he's getting very old. Oh, he's getting on now. Getting on in years is the whole phrase, but we commonly say getting on by itself. So actually, that was a good question. Abimelech, how about number 2?
Okay. We live in different towns now, but we still try to see each other whenever we can.
Sure. Yeah, that's it. You see each other. Okay. All right. Common enough phrase. We see each other whenever we can. All right. Old friends. You might say that about. Okay, Juan Carlos. How about number 3?
Mark and I get on very well. We've got so much in common.
Yeah, I talked about this earlier. You've got something. You've got a lot in common. This is very normal to talk about when you're discussing friendships. Sure, we've got a lot in common. We got many things in common. Sure. Demejon, number 4.
Lucy, my best friend. I know I can always rely on her.
Rely on. Okay. Little pronunciation. Rely. So,
Rely.
Rely on. You rely on someone, or you count on them. Reliable. Okay. It's the adjective to rely. It's the verb. All right. Okay. Someone who's very responsible, who you can count on. Okay, Aaron, number 5.
Okay, me?
Yeah.
Even if we move to different countries, we'd always stay in touch.
Stay in touch. Very common phrase. It's an idiom, but if you stay in touch, it simply means you keep communications. Very similar. You get in touch with someone, you communicate with them. Okay. You keep in touch. You get in touch. You stay in touch. All of those are variations of the same idiomatic expression, meaning you have communication with someone. Great. Abimelech, number 6.
Okay. Mike and I do everything together. We really enjoy each other's company.
Perfect. Yes. Yes. It's a way of expressing that you like spending time with that person. Okay. All right. We enjoy each other's company. All right. Mutually. I can use it one way. I enjoy his company. All right. I don't mind that Grandpa Edwards comes to the house every day. I enjoy his company. Okay, so it doesn't have to be each other. We can use this expression just to talk about that we like to hang out with somebody. Okay, Juan Carlos, number 7.
I think we're friends because we come from similar similar backgrounds.
Yeah, indeed. Your background, your history, your personal history. All right. So you come from similar backgrounds. Fine. You both maybe you grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Okay. Do you know what that means, Juan Carlos? You grow up on the wrong side of the tracks?
I'm not sure, but I suppose it's the wrong side of the track is the bad neighborhood.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's right. Very often, cities, you know, there's very often a railroad line, actual physical trains and railroad that kind of divides up the town. Many cities have railroads going through them, and sometimes, at least Americans, talk about the right side of the tracks and the wrong side of the tracks. The right side of the tracks is, of course, more affluent. People have more money, nicer neighborhoods, less crime. The wrong side of the tracks, the opposite. So, yeah, your guess is pretty much exactly correct. Okay, Demejan, number 8.
I've known Susan since we were at school. We go back a long way.
Go back a long way. A very common phrase to explain that you've known somebody for a long time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're friends, all right, if you use this phrase. We go back a long way, and you could be arch enemies and use this phrase. Yes, Dr. Doom and I go back a long way. Sure. He's my arch nemesis, my enemy. So it's not necessarily a good thing. It can be, or it can not be. All right, now we're going to look at an imaginary letter to a magazine where someone's talking about problems in a friendship. We've got a few words and phrases that talk about problems with friendship to fill in the blanks with. Okay. Aaron, you can read the first sentence. Dear Sally.
Dear Sally, I've been really good friends with Emma since we started in the same class 2 years ago. But recently we drifted apart over a boy that we both like.
Well, probably not. You drift apart with your high school friends. You talk to each other less and less. You don't stay in touch anymore. And it's not that you don't like each other, you just have separate lives. Maybe you move to another part of the country or another country, and you drift apart. But Sally and Emma did something over a boy we both like. That's the key. So it was sudden, relatively sudden. Drift apart takes years.
Okay.
But you have the right idea because you picked a verb with past tense.
Yeah, maybe fell out?
That's it. It's got to be. It's the only other one left with past tense verb. Recently we fell out, or you have a falling out. A falling out. It can be a noun. But if you fall out with somebody, you don't like each other anymore. You can relate it. You fall out of favor with your boss. He doesn't like you anymore as an employee. So you can fall out with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You can have a falling out with your wife. You can have a falling out with your colleague. Or we use this widely for a wide variety of.
Okay.
Starting from I knew Emma. Abimelech? Nope. Okay, Juan Carlos, can you take this?
Yeah, I am here. I couldn't hear you.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I knew Emma liked him, but when Steve asked me out, I accepted. Emma was really angry and we had a terrible. May I see the text? Terrible. Terrible. Lose?
No. They got angry and they had a big fight.
Drifted apart, maybe?
No. We had, it has to be a noun, okay, because we have a. We had a and the adjective.
A row.
Row. There's only one choice. There's only one noun here. We had a terrible row. Okay, a terrible row, a terrible fight, verbal speaking argument. It's a row. British use this far more frequently than Americans. Americans say a fight. But, okay. Juan Carlos. Next one.
Now she's not speaking to me.
Yeah, now she isn't speaking to me. That's right. So she refused to talk to her friend anymore. That's it. Okay. Demirjan. Yeah.
I like Steve, but I don't want to lose my best friend. What should I do?
Yeah, lose. I don't want to lose my best friend. So, okay. What do we have left? Drift apart, go our separate ways. Okay, here's the reply letter. No, here's a different letter. Okay, sorry. Different example. All right, we only have a minute left, so I'm going to read the first part. Dear Sally, all the time we were at school, Lucy and I were really close friends. We really enjoyed each other's company, did everything together. Aaron, can you take over from here?
Yes. But since she went to university, we seem to have drifted apart, right?
Sure. We seem to have, yeah, past tense again. We seem to have drifted apart. Okay. And last one here. Abimelech.
Okay. She's made lots of new friends and doesn't have time for me. Do you think there is anything I can do to keep her as a friend, or should I just accept it's time to go our separate ways?
Go our separate ways. Okay, so you could use this for friendship. You could use this in romantic relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, breakup, by the way. In romantic relationships, we use the idea of breakup, a breakup or to break up. You break up with a romantic relationship. You don't really break up with a friend. We don't really use that. You drift apart. You go your separate ways. You end your friendship. Okay, any of those possibilities. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned a little bit of vocabulary, maybe some idioms, what have you. Appreciate your coming to the class, and I'll see you again.
Okay.
Verbally.
Thank you, Oakley.
Bye bye.
Thank you all.